StakeWise V3 is a new staking protocol aiming to decentralize Ethereum. It will allow anyone who is capable of running Ethereum nodes to participate in liquid staking and receive delegations from others. Whether you're a solo staker, a DeFi community, or a telecoms operator, you can use StakeWise to stake your own ETH, run validators for others, or even do both. No permission is required to join. We want a variety of individuals and organizations supporting the beacon chain at scale. This is the only way we can achieve our mission to maximize the health of the Ethereum ecosystem. The beacon chain is already too centralized. Only 4 entities control a whole 60% of the stake. After the success of the merge, the economic value that can be extracted from controlling large portions of the network is too great for large institutions and corporates to ignore. This is a crucial moment for Ethereum to take the right turn towards decentralization, and StakeWise V3 is already laying the road ahead. Let's dive in to the future of ETH staking. The first thing to know is that StakeWise V3 is completely permissionless, meaning anyone can use it without restrictions. No approval or collateral is required to join. At the heart of the protocol lie a network of vaults, individual staking shops that anyone can set up to accept Ether delegations in return for a staking fee. Vaults can be formed by either a single party running the node or multiple parties working together. For example, there could be a vault formed by the existing StakeWise node operators, Finoa, T-Systems, and others. Or a group of solo stakers can form a vault. Or maybe it's just a single solo staker. Whoever they are, we call them the node operators, and they are capable of hosting validators for themselves and for others based on the deposits they receive. Once the node operators have set up their vaults, StakeWise users can choose to deposit their Ether within them. The network of vaults becomes an open marketplace for StakeWise users to shop around and choose the best vaults for them, be it one vault or many different vaults. There is complete freedom to choose who will run validators for your Ether. It's a shopping mall of vaults. Take your ETH and go shop around. When you face a choice, how do you decide what is best? How should stakers decide which vaults to deposit their Ether in? We think the safety of capital should be the main priority for stakers. So to help users choose the best options between different vaults, StakeWise V3 will produce a unique score for every single vault. A score that will reflect the relative safety of staking within it. This will make it easy to decide which vaults to choose and which to avoid. The scores will be produced by StakeWise's automated scoring system. It will take into account the data about vault's profitability and the operational performance of the operators in the vault. It does not matter if there are individuals running nodes from home or companies, they will all be assessed equally. Metrics like the frequency of producing timely attestations and successful block proposals, and the share of the beacon chain they control will play an important role in the score. For example, better profitability and performance will lead to a higher score because they signal stability. In contrast, controlling a large share of the beacon chain will have a negative impact on the score because of the risks associated with centralization. This means vaults with smaller, independent operators will have a higher score, all other things equal. This is one of the levers that the StakeWise DAO can use to improve decentralization within the network. The score will also consider vault's adherence to client and geographical diversity, and the availability of collateral or on-chain slashing insurance to cover for potential slashing losses. What is more, it will check the usage of distributed validator technology like OBAL or SSV to make the staking setup safer and improve the vault score. These and other parameters will be decided upon and weighted by the StakeWise DAO, and the larger Ethereum community can contribute. The Vault Marketplace is the foundation for decentralized staking in StakeWise V3, but it's not the only innovation. Another cool feature is the ability to generate an over-collateralized staked Ether token, osETH, to access DeFi and have instant liquidity for staked capital. The token accrues staking rewards when held, which is reflected in the changing redemption value over time, like wrap staked Ether from Lido or rETH from Rocket Pool. As usual, the StakeWise DAO fee is deducted from the rewards osETH holders accumulate. Anyone who stakes into the vaults can generate osETH and use it within DeFi. This means we can finally have liquid staking for solo stakers. All it takes is creating their own vault and staking Ether into it to mint osETH. This will provide extra flexibility to exit from staking instantaneously and earn more via lending, borrowing, and liquidity mining programs. We hope to see more solo participation on Ethereum. Let's reverse the centralization trend by liquid staking from home. For users buying osETH from the market, instead of generating new osETH through vaults, StakeWise V3 allows them to avoid the risks of slashing. This is thanks to the excess collateral buffer provided when minting osETH. Any slashing losses are absorbed by the buffer before they reach osETH holders, turning liquid staking with StakeWise V3 into a slashing-free service for the buyers of osETH. The amount of buffer is calculated using the expected slashing loss formula, with some extra Ether on top for good measure. In turn, this means that stakers in vaults provide excess backing for osETH when they mint it, and consequently bear the slashing risk related to their choice of vaults. This incentivizes them to be more diligent in choosing vaults to minimize the risk for themselves, preferring to go with vaults that offer the most safety and decentralization. We believe this can make osETH the most resilient liquid staked Ether token in existence, backed by a decentralized network of vaults of top quality. StakeWise V3 is a flexible system that was designed to accommodate the needs of different staking participants. It allows anyone to set up a staking shop and start receiving Ether deposits in a vault marketplace, be it solo stakers, DeFi communities, or institutional organizations new to Ethereum. With V3, the StakeWise DAO hopes to reverse the centralization trend and see more Ethereum participants running nodes for the network, whether to stake their own Ether or receive delegations from others. We also hope to see osETH, our over-collateralized staked Ether token, become widely used in DeFi protocols as a safer alternative to existing token models. We hope that this overview gave you a strong initial impression of StakeWise V3. Follow StakeWise on Twitter for the latest updates, and join the conversation about the development in our Discord and forum. You will find the links in the description. Until next time.